Hi Scorpio, hope you're okay. I'm Clarissa, thank you for joining me. Arranging a love reading for Scorpio. Let's see what's in store for Scorpio. And Scorpio, if you like the messages in the reading, please like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate it. What's in store for Scorpio? First card we have here for you, Scorpio, is the Gemini card, which is the Lovers. So this is, indicating that you're falling in love with a situation. There's definitely a love surrounding you. There's definitely abundance of love surrounding you. So with in this card, in the Lovers card, there's a trioship here as well. You can see that the angel is pointing an arrow at an individual. So there could be a choice here to be made regarding love, regarding what your concept of love is, which direction that you want to take. But let's explore into it a bit more. Five of Swords here. So this is a wrestle of the mind as well. So there's a contemplation about the way you should be. Something is stirring your thoughts at the moment in terms of the concept of love. There is different directions that this can go in. So we're having to explore what it means, what all these feelings means, and it's creating some challenges within the mind. Four of Cups here. So Four of Cups is the love is, there's like an offer of love here, but there's a need to be reserved about what kind of love do you want to have in the future. What is this love that is being presented to you? Because there's a version of love that you want, and you feel like maybe at the moment it's not exactly the way it should be. Six of Cups here. There is a divine connection here on top of the Lovers here. So there is this one element, maybe one feeling is feeling as though this is such a divine connection, but there is something that is creating an antagonistic energy here as well. So it's not just like a free flowing, we love each other, let's just be together. There is some angst in this as well, where it's almost like a wrestle or fight to get to this love that you really want. Something is holding the energy of this love. The Death card, this is your major arcana card, Scorpio. This is you in the center of your own reading. So the focus is on you, the transformation that you're going through, the understanding that some things have to end to be able to have the new growth. It creates, the new growth that then, the seeds that are planted creates this new growth. But it means that with the Death card here, that there has to be the ending of some old concepts regarding love. And this could be what is contained in the love that wants to grow, wants to establish itself as the forefront of you and the connection. but there's things that are tying it. So with you and the sensor, it's understanding that there's got to be a decision, a balancing of the two concepts in a way that is much more positive. The Hierophant here. The Hierophant is a higher octave, major arcana for Taurus. You could use it with Taurus. A Hierophant card also indicates a marriage, soul connection. So there could be a connection, like a long-term connection with somebody. So there could be children involved here as well. The Hierophant, to me, it means that it's a soul connection in this life, bound together. So regardless of you being with this person or not, there's a binding contract here, soul contract here. So there's so much there's so much going on, Scorpio. I love it. I'm here for it. 7 of Wands. Again, 7 of Wands is knowing that there's got to be some maneuvers, there's got to be some defenses being raised. You've got to maneuver yourself in positions that, helps protect you. Because a lot of movement is involved in this connection here. Yeah, there's the in and out of how does it feel, which way do we go? There's the relationship of all of that together. It's very enticing. There's so much movement, passion, but there is this weight here with the Death card in the middle. It creates this weight of the situation. It's not just a light heart thing that we can, there's a deeper meaning to this connection here. Six of Swords. Okay, Six of Swords again, this having to, over the Death card here, this notion of having to take thoughts and let them travel. Let them move you into a new direction, move this connection into a new direction. You could be connected with somebody who completely has a different contrasting view of yours. Again, with the Six of Swords, it introduces the body of water. So you could be connected with somebody who is far away from you. You have to travel to get to see them. But also there's maybe the concepts of love are on different pages, and there is this needing to connect deeply through your emotions that makes you then at least be in the same book. Maybe still not on the same page, but the book is similar, maybe just different reading speeds here. High Priestess, this is Pisces card, so over the Hierophant as well as you can see on the Pisces, but in this unionship there is a clear understanding. I don't even doubt that you understand why. You completely know why certain things are happening, because there's a need to dive into certain emotions that you have to explore. It creates a deeper understanding about life for you in some way that no one else can. And connecting in the way that you do, Scorpio. So there is this understanding about this higher mindedness. In the last row is very quite spiritual, with the Hierophant here. The understanding that the High Priestess knows about, it's almost in relation to the Death card here. There's a knowing that there is a duality between the things that we feel, the things that belong to structure, and the things that we can touch, taste, feel, but what is it that we actually feel in our emotions? The High Priestess has got a clear understanding of why. So let's get some clarification. Clarify the Lovers. Four cards. I love this Aries card. But sometimes you just got to take the chance. You know, it's like, okay, it could create certain situations, but sometimes you just got to be in that feeling. The feeling sometimes is worth more of the risk of the way things are, the way the risk that's presented in certain situation. With the Four card over the Lovers, there is some chances and some risks being taken in this connection because of the way it makes you feel, the empowering that it gives, the knowing that it gives, the ability to see how it can create things. There's kind of alchemy here as well. Let's clarify the Five of Swords. Ace of Cups, because on top of the Five of Swords, where there's this resting of the mind, resting of the thoughts, like knowing certain things are the way they are, you have a clear understanding. It creates the enlightenment about new emotions, how things can be felt. Because you want to introduce a new set of emotions, emotional connections, emotional settings, but you know you have to wrestle with certain things of the mind as well. Like, how does it make you feel? How does it make the connection feel? And so out of that, it births new feelings. Let's get some clarification for Four Cups. The Page of Swords. So this is a learning experience here. This Page of Swords is the air card, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But there is this learning element here as well. So you could be studying at the moment, or there could be some studious element, or just being feeling like you've got to be a student of life in terms of love as well. Having to know that you've got to put a lot of effort into learning what this means and learning what it does for you, learning what it's inspiring in the things that you want. Let's get clarification for the Six of Cups. Knight of Wands. So this connection here is passion. There's a lot of passion here. It makes a lot of appeal here. It makes things feel so attractive. The movement of things, Knight of Wands is quite a physical, so it's physical passion. And this is what helps with this, this bond, this connection here. Let's clarify the Death card. Justice. It's justice here. So you could be dealing with, over the death, you could be saying that there needs to be some balance. Also, it's a Libra card. I highlight for Libra if you could be dealing with Libra. But it really, to me, it indicates that the finalities of some things, it could be to do with a legal situation. It could be to do with the unbinding of concepts in a union. How do we separate this connection in the union and still keep things balanced? So there is some changing of the way things have to be, and there could be a system that's needed to help change these things, to these concepts. Clarify the Hierophant. The Devil. The Devil is Capricorn card as well over the Hierophant. So there is this connection to the things that hold us because of the way it makes us feel. and over the Hierophant. And this could be why there is this long-term connection, this union with the Hierophant and the Devil connection here, because of the sense of the way certain things have helped us to feel grounded over years, over a long period of time. Sometimes these things can hold us, and maybe some of that holding us felt chained in some way. Let's clarify the Seven of Wands. Two of Swords. When it comes to the first row here, the Two of Swords over the Seven of Wands, again, it's the container of thoughts, having to understand that we've got to take off some blinkers in some situations. Almost we've got to allow ourselves to see certain things, and maybe what's happened in the past is we just allowed certain emotions, certain actions to happen because of the comfortability of the way it feels, and now you get into a space where you're starting to identify that there's got to be some changes in the mindset to be able to move forward. Let's get some clarification with the Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Six of Swords over the Six of Swords. Again, traveling of the mind. Understanding and acknowledging new concepts. You understand how things have made you feel. You understand why they've made you feel a certain way, and you're wanting to move and broaden away from those old thoughts. Let them take you on a journey. Again, over a body of water. So over your emotions. You're sailing over the way it's made you feel into the understanding of why it's made you feel that way. Let's travel forward. Let's let the thoughts lead. Let's clarify the High Priestess. Lovers. How is the End card and the first card the same, Scorpio? Your reading has been definitely the most, it makes me feel. It makes me feel. The Lovers, and the first card is the Lovers. So this is great. The High Priestess, over the High Priestess, knowing, this understanding about knowing, it leads you into the love divinity. Love divine. Falling in love with the process, falling in love with who you are and what the situation is created for you, where it's leading. It's not to say that it's going to be an easy journey or even an overnight journey, but you have this clear understanding of learning and helping your thoughts to lead you, letting your thoughts lead you into this higher octave mind space. There's more love there. Okay, let's get the love oracle cards. Okay, let's get 3 cards for Scorpio, 3 love oracle cards. Boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. But this is definitely clarifying the Six of Swords here. We're moving over the body of the body of emotions into the thought process, into the logical space. Because it's coming to a time that you understand that there's got to be the introduction of logic, because the emotional space is taken a lot out of you. Being tied, being held to certain emotions is taken a lot out of you. Talking, interested, conversing more, awaiting message arrives, text, call, email, hoovering. So again, this is having to understand that you can come away from the emotional space and go into the logical space, and having to discuss how you feel in certain systems, maybe with the Justice card here, and maybe legalities, paperwork, that sort of thing. With the closure issues here with the boat is, creating the ending of some things, and introducing the idea of some movement. So there's pretty strong reading we have this book there. Passion, intense chemistry, like each other, equally having fun. This definitely goes back to the things that the lovers here, the physical passion, the connection, the appeal, the attractiveness. And why not? Okay, let's get some answers for you, Scorpio. Okay, do the work. So this again, it goes back to having to understand that the emotional space needs to be connected to the mind space, understanding what we've got to do, what we've got to figure out, why we feel certain things. You completely get that, but it's not ending. It's not done. There's more to do. Emotions, as you know, Scorpio, is infinite. It's okay. But it means there's some emotions can be missed, and they come back in other ways to experience how we feel about it, and then we've got to decipher it again. So there's more work to do here. Surrender. That's okay too. Sometimes you've got to identify the emotions that you have been seeing. Sometimes you've got to acknowledge certain things about the ways things have made you feel, the actions that is created within you. And having to understand that is okay to explore all the emotions, because then it identifies what you need from the future, what you need for the future. Spiritual growth is all in accordance to where you have to go, to what you have to experience, to where it's going to move you to, Scorpio. I love it for you. This is why sometimes there's this misunderstanding about the emotions that we dive into, and well, why am I feeling that today? Because it creates growth. Because you become this master of emotional intelligence that no one else is going to be able to get. But Scorpio, I have moon in Scorpio, so I have a little affinity here. Okay, Scorpio, thank you so much for being here. I loved your reading, loved it for you. And if you loved it too, please like, share, and subscribe, and until next time.